Hi everyone, my name is Damien. I'm a founder here at Contente, and in this video I'm going to walk you through a online follow-up strategy for your leads that are coming in via Facebook, Google, or anywhere else online. This strategy is a little bit different than any follow-up strategy from a referral base or a current client, so you're going to want to pay attention and we'll get right into it. These strategies are things that we've used with over 100 clients here at Contente and have found works the best when following up for our clients' leads. So when you think about the lead follow-up process, there's really two parts to it. The first is when the lead first shows interest or claims the offer, and the second part is when they've actually scheduled their appointment to come in. So both of these two sides require a little bit different of a strategy in order to follow up with the leads and get them to come in to the office. So I'll break down each of these separately. First is after they claim the offer or first show interest in your practice. This is the most important part of the follow-up sequence. No matter what you put on your ad or on Google reviews, really how you follow up is going to determine the success in your advertising online. So there's really 4 things that you can do to follow up after someone shows interest. These channels, these things are calling, text messages, emails, and retargeting ads. So I'm going to break down each of these separately. I hope that you can take some of these strategies and put them into your practice tomorrow in order to better convert on your leads that you're getting. So the first is calling. Calling is really all about the speed of the follow-up. So the response time in calls when you call 5 minutes after someone shows interest versus 30 minutes is 100 times different. So if you call 5 minutes after, that's going to be 100x response time versus if you call 30 minutes after someone claims an offer. So really speed is of the essence. And the second aspect of calling is the amount of calls you make. People are busy, and the biggest thing that I hear is that you don't want to annoy people by calling them too much. But really, people aren't going to really notice whether you're calling them 1 time or 5 times. And if you spread it out, then you're going to really increase the likelihood of you getting on the phone with them and being able to close them in person, which is really going to increase your chances of getting them into your practice. An optimal call follow-up sequence that we've found when calling online leads is about 6 calls, 5 to 6 calls. You can make a call 1 minute after, 10 minutes after, 30 minutes after, 3 hours after, and then 2 days after they claim the offer or they show interest in your practice. By doing this, you're going to spread out your times. You're going to front load them to when they first claim the offer, and you're going to really increase your conversion rate. The ideal times to make these calls are 8 to 10 a.m. when people are first starting their day and getting ready, and then at 4 to 6 p.m. when people are winding down their day and getting ready to leave the office or wherever they work. The ideal days to call, just based on our data, are Tuesdays and Thursdays. When you first get them on the phone, there's the script that you're going to want to use is to first really start asking them questions and get to know why they first showed interest in coming into your practice. So you're going to want to ask them about their pain. You'll ask them what they've done to solve the pain before, and then follow up with any other questions that may be of interest to you in your practice when actually having them come in to the office for their first visit. Once you've done that, once you've really gotten to know their issues and what's really hindering them, then if you can help, then you'll say, yes, it sounds like we can help, and you'll offer them a time that you have on your calendar that might be available. So you could say, yes, it sounds like we can help based on these questions. We do help a lot with sciatica or whatever pain they're experiencing. And then how does 10 a.m. on Friday work, for example? Once you do that, then you've kind of made the transition from establishing that yes, they need your services to scheduling the visit on that call. The second strategy you can use is texting. So now everyone's going to want to answer the phone when people call. A lot of people just are on Do Not Disturb or just simply don't answer calls that they don't recognize. So by texting them, you'll be able to get into their inbox without disrupting their day, and especially if they don't answer phone calls, it'll be especially effective. You're going to want to focus both on speed and on volume. So the faster you can get to them, the better. You can use softwares like High Level, Twilio, any CRM in order to automate the follow-up sequence that you have with these online leads. But then you're also going to want to follow up as many times as you can until they ask you to stop, right? People are busy. It's not going to be annoying as you think it might be. And if they really do think it is that annoying and they don't want you to text, then they'll just say, please stop texting me. The third strategy is through email. Email has definitely lower open rates than texting or calling, but it's really good for a long-term follow-up sequence and maybe longer form content. 3 types of emails that you can send are the educational, entertaining, and conversational. So you can ask questions to make it more conversational. The entertaining content, I go over some examples of how to create this content and strategies for creating chiropractic content in another video, and I'll link that here. And then you can also make educational content. So these can be videos, articles, anything that you found online, just references that people will find interesting who are interested in chiropractic. Fourth method is through retargeting. You don't even have to have people's contact information in order to retarget them online. Simply through a Facebook pixel or through interests, you can send targeted ads to people who are interested in chiropractic via Google. Facebook is especially good for this because they have so much data on how people interact with their site. And by using this online retargeting, you can also use the educational, entertaining, and conversational framework in order to make videos and different content to stay top of mind, start to build trust with them. It takes 6+ months for some people after they first show interest in a service in order to really convert into a full-time client and actually come in and schedule a call or a visit. But after that is the scheduling follow-up. So after they've scheduled, there's certain things that you want to do in order to ensure that they actually come in for their first visit. It's all really about building commitment. So the more commitment you can build before they actually come into the visit to your office, the more likely they will be to come in and actually make their appointment. The first strategy is prepayment. There's 2 ways you can really implement this in your office. You can get an online prepayment system like Stripe, and then you can send them the invoice directly, or you can take their payment over the phone, just credit card. Both of these methods are going to require you to call the lead when they schedule the appointment. So whether you schedule them over the phone or via text message, you want to call them as soon as possible after they schedule the appointment in order to build that rapport and build that commitment through prepayment if you're implementing this strategy in your office. Like I said, you can send the reservation fee, the prepayment fee via email on Stripe and then have them prepay there, or you can take their credit card information over the phone, and you don't even have to charge them, but just the fact that you have their credit card information, it'll really increase their likelihood to show, especially when they're internet leads and they don't have a direct relationship with your office yet, or have gotten a referral in order to come into the office. The second thing you can do to build commitment before the patient comes into the office, send them a questionnaire or a confirmation phone call in which you'll ask them to confirm themselves that they will not miss their appointment. If you want to go the questionnaire route, you're going to want to use a software like Typeform or Jotform, and you can text them this questionnaire that will ask them a series of questions about the pain they're experiencing, similar to what you would say over the phone when you're trying to schedule them. Then in the last kind of couple questions, you'll say, we run a busy office and we're asking you to commit to this appointment and tell us that you will not miss it, as it's very important and we want to run a busy practice. Have some respect for the other clients who might be coming in. By checking yes, it will trigger the psychology consistency bias. By saying yes, they will come in, they're more likely to actually come in because they've said it already. The third strategy is a little less about building commitment and more just about reminding them for their appointment. Many of you probably already have something like Sked that will send appointment reminders already on your behalf. But something even better that you can do is to call them actually on the day of their appointment and get them on the phone, talking to a real person, one of your chiropractic assistants, and just have them call, confirm that they're going to make their appointment. And by getting them on the phone, that's going to even further increase the chances of them actually coming into the office. So those are the two main strategies that you can use in order to really increase your success with following up with online leads, especially. By using these strategies that I've just described, you'll really greatly increase your effectiveness with whatever ads you're running online and confirming the appointments when someone schedules. If you like this video, hit the like button below. And if you want to see more, we're releasing videos like this every single week. So hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time I release a new video. In the comments below, if you have any other questions, just let me know. Feel free. I'll read them all myself and respond to them. So, and any other content that you'd like to see in the future, or any questions that you may have about implementing this content, please comment below and I'll be sure to respond to that myself. Until next time, see you guys.